Everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The U.S. consumer has never been as strong as they are today.
There's no doubt the consumer is flush with cash.
Flush with cash. Got so much cash. It's incredible.
Consumer spending is going to do really well for a long time because Americans have saved so much money and eventually they're going to spend it.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you feel differently?
Yeah, we see some spending which has been held back because of all the restrictions, but that is going to surge in some extraordinary way and that's going to completely offset the fiscal cliff coming. Well, that's just not borne by history.
All this cash. Well, guess what? They don't have cash. I'll explain that today. One of the reasons that they will not raise rates, they've kept these rates low, these zero rates, 0 to a quarter point, for 13 years. Do you remember when Baby Bush, right after 9/11, told everybody, remember when the market collapsed right at 9/11 went down, and he told everybody, go spend, go refinance your house, go spend. So this economy that everybody's talking about, they have all this cash. Well, let me tell you where that cash comes from. Not a good place. It comes from debt. Consumer's not strong. For them to say the consumer is strong? Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? Pisani. Oh, the consumer's flush with cash. No. In 2007, remember, the consumer was going out using this own home as an ATM machine. An ATM machine. That's what was keeping the economy alive. Today, 2021, we're at 65 billion and keeping the same run rate. We're going to be much higher than what happened in 2007. The run rate shows that we're going to be about 120 billion is going to be pulled out of our homes. See, that's why they keep inflating these home prices. The Federal Reserve knows. Let's keep interest rates at 0. Let's keep taking the money supply and create this massive inflation to keep pushing stock prices up. But more important, we've got to keep pushing the house prices up so they can keep pulling their money out of their homes to keep the economy going. Exactly what Bush did right after the 9/11 crash. He came right out and said to everybody, be an American, go spend. And if you remember, Greenspan came out and told everybody, you know what? Don't even do 30-year fixed rate mortgages. Remember that? Go do the these mortgages that you've put a little bit down and you can pay 5 years later raise your rates. Same thing. They're trying to get the economy going. Now they're talking about every day. They point to how wonderful Target is doing and Walmart is doing. They point to those all day long. Those are called discretionary. Dillard's, wow, Dillard's doing great. Costco's doing great. All these companies are doing so good. Ross, TJ Maxx, Walmart, Kohl's. But wait a minute, they're not doing great. Dillard's has purchased back 64% of their outstanding stock to push their stock prices up artificially. It's the biggest bubble in history, and you'll never get across to people, you better learn how to short. They keep their head in the sand. They see the market go up every day, and they're going, oh, gee. And today the NASDAQ stocks are going up. They're all happy, so they're running back into the NASDAQ stocks. They have no idea what's going on. No clue. Right in front of them. So, if you look at Kohl's, 51%. That's right. They did stock buybacks. They purchased back 51%. Target, 31%. Gap, 38%. How do you think they keep these stocks going up? Oh, you thought it was the consumer? He's in there making big profits? No. TJ Maxx, 24%. They bought 24% of their stock back. So you got the consumer. They're creating an illusion the consumer is doing terrific and how strong is. You heard those cuts I played, the fake Business News Network. And then you hear the same thing from the administration as Buddha Bug. He conned you. You talk about a guy with a silver tongue. Oh my God. If you think Obama had a silver tongue and he was made the greatest orator in the world, boy, he's got to step aside. He's got to step aside because Butterbug, he's the greatest orator in the world. And there's another word for orator. I looked it up. It's called bull-sitter. Sitter, S-I-T-T-R. Bull-sitter. And both these guys, Obama and now Buttigieg, are the biggest bull-sitters in the world. They got these silver tongues. Now, here, listen to Buttigieg. This dope. Listen to what he says.
I'm really looking forward to Christmas.
He's looking forward to Christmas. Now, listen to what he's saying and how ridiculous this lie is.
I'm really looking forward to Christmas. Also, of course, Americans have more income to put presents under the tree than they did a year ago. We've seen extraordinary job growth and, as a result, extraordinary demand growth over the course of the last year.
Wait a minute. What did he say?
I'm really looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah.
Also, of course, Americans have more income to put presents under the tree than they did a year ago.
More income than they had a year ago. Then they're going to put all these presidents under the tree. Where are we going to get them from? They're not going to be able to get the goods off these ships into the stores. Are you kidding me? The merchants here, I know all of them here in my town, Main Street. They're all telling me the same thing. They ordered their Christmas supplies like 8 months before Christmas. You have to. That's how far you have to go. Put it out there. And they've lost all that inventory now. By the time they get it, Christmas is gone. But they had to pay for it. It's already paid for it up front. You got to pay for it up front before China ships it to you or the Philippines or anything else. They ship it to you. That's going to really hurt the economy. But listen to what he says here. This is just amazing.
You know, every one of those ships is full of record amounts of goods that Americans are buying because demand is up, because income is up.
That's not true. Demand is up? Where's the demand coming from? I don't get this demand. I mean, higher income? Where's the higher income? Resulting in this increased demand for goods? Resulting in a record amount of goods are on these ships he's telling us? Where'd you get that from? That's just a bull-faced lie. Those goods, see, he's trying to say, because of what he and Biden did, What he and Biden did created all these jobs and incomes have gone straight up. That's why that ship is full of goods, because of the demand. It's created this demand, these jobs, for these goods. But when I get back, I'm going to prove that Buddha Bug is lying.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
I'm really looking forward to Christmas. Also, of course, Americans have more income to put presidents under the tree than they did a year ago. We've seen extraordinary job growth and, as a result, extraordinary demand growth over the course of the last year.
You know, every one of those ships is full of record amounts of goods that Americans are buying because demand is up, because income is up. The president has successfully guided this economy out of the teeth of a terrifying recession.
Wow. This guy is the biggest bull sitter remember, sitter, S-I-T-T-R, more so than Obama. Let's do some fact checking here. Look what he says.
You know, every one of those ships is full of record amounts of goods that Americans are buying because demand is up, because income is up.
So what he's saying is, because of all these jobs he created, Biden created, and all the incomes are up big time, there's such demand for goods because of all this income, all the money people have, big demand for goods, and that's why these ships are full of goods. Because of this big demand. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's check the timing of this. He's only been in office, 9 months? The goods that are on that ship, even if he was not lying, let's say what he was saying is true. Let's say what he is saying is that Biden created all these jobs and wages are up big time and wages are outrunning inflation and he's doing just incredible. Well, first of all, if that was true, those goods on the ship he's talking about have nothing to do with that. Those goods were already manufactured before we hit that peak. Before we hit the peak in the supply problem. Remember, when you order for Christmas, goods for Christmas, you order almost 8 months in advance. I have a friend down here who has a store, and she sells a lot of Christmas stuff. I mean, almost year round. But when it comes to Christmas, like she said, peak holidays, she has to, like for Christmas, she has to order 8 months in advance. So for him to tell you the reason these ships are sitting there off our shoreline and they're full of goods is he's trying to link it to, because his president did such a great job creating all these jobs and increasing wages. People are out there buying like crazy, and that's why the ships are full of goods. No, those ships were full of goods long before that. Those orders were put in a long time ago. They were manufactured in China or Taiwan or wherever, and they were put on the ship. They got caught. They got caught in the supply chain when they finally got to the shores of LA or Florida. They're going to try to unload. Nobody would unload them. No truck drivers, no crane operators. They got caught. He's trying to make it sound like, yeah, but all these goods just occurred. That he did such a good job creating all these jobs and wages going up. And first of all, let's talk about this. can he say that? Disposable income, income after tax, has been declining under Biden. The lowest since 2005. Disposable income, what you have left after paying your taxes, is the lowest decline since 2005. 2005. The amount of inflation is wiping out any amount of any increase you get. Now think about this. They're saying that wages have gone up 4.2%. The money supply has increased $11 trillion in the last 18 months, or 336%. So they are trying to take parking space in your head that even though the money supply increased 336%, inflation is only 5%. What are you, nuts? You know that's not true. So everything he is saying is such a lie. None of it works. The people, the consumer, they're loaded with debt. There's not this big demand, and that's why these ships are all filled with goods. Look at the consumers reached a debt of $4.2 trillion. It's historic. Credit cards, historic. The average American is in debt. The average guy owes $26,000. People are in debt up to their neck. And now they're taking money out of their homes, and they're being encouraged to do that by keeping interest rates near zero to get those mortgage rates at 2.25%, 3%, because the government wants you to go and take your money out of your house to support the economy. They're screwing you. So when you go refinance your house and you get a mortgage of 3% and you pull that equity out of that house, please think about it. You're getting screwed. Because think what happened in 2007, 2008 when they did that. They pulled all the equity out to keep the economy going. And then when the crash came, they had no equity in the house and they lost their home. Same thing is going on now. This guy, Buttigieg, he is a liar. Or he's so stupid he doesn't understand how the economy works. So we have a declining disposable income. That wipes out the demand, he's saying, that is causing all these goods to be on the ship. No, the way those goods got on the ship where that was just regular orders. Just regular orders in the cycle. There was no big demand, and they got on the ship, like they always do. And then when the crises hit, they got stuck. They got stuck in the cycle. They couldn't unload it. And remember, those goods are on that ship, not because of some big event that happened. What a lie. We'll be back and take a look at what stocks we should be buying now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang give platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, welcome back to Phil's Gang. Don't go anywhere because I'm going to tell you what stocks you need to be in during this mess that's being created. Now, understand this. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. What caused the supply chain crises is these idiots shut down the economy, sending home 20 million people. They said, shut your job down. They didn't get fired. They didn't lose their job. The job was on hiatus. Go home, they told them, until this pandemic is over, and then you can come back to your job. When that happened, remember, they kicked in the social programs. The CARES Act stimulus, and then the American Rescue Plan, then the American Family Plan, and the Child Tax Credit. So that money went to the first trillion. Remember, the first trillion they sent out, people used that money to purchase goods because they were afraid all this stuff was going to be gone. So they wiped out the shelves. There's nothing on the shelves. So the stores do what they call a back order. They order it. But when they order, it went on back order because they can't get it. If you order something, and in normal times, you order it, the store orders for you, and you get it. If they're out of it, they put it on back order. So everything in this country went on back order because once they got that $1 trillion and they bought $1 trillion worth of goods, the shelves were empty. The stores had to do orders to refill. But the orders didn't get filled because everybody was home. Nobody was producing anything. They were home. So the stuff that was already on the ships off the coast, that was stuff that was manufactured before that happened, put on the ships, and then they got caught. They couldn't unload the ships. But remember, what started this whole thing was shutting the economy down. That's it. Once they shut it down, once they gave them that money, all these program monies, they spent money, and they couldn't replace any of the stuff they bought. So now what you got is this huge backlog. Now, Buddha Bug is trying to convince you the reason all that stuff is on the ships is because they just made it. All the stuff's on the ship. They just made it last week because of their programs are so successful and that they people are making so much money. And that makes absolutely no sense. Because remember, when the jobs, when the COVID-19 started settled down, there was no new job creation. People just went back to their job. That job was already created. So he lies when he says all these new jobs were created. And as far as these jobs, people getting paid all kinds of money, no. A lot of that is service jobs where they couldn't get bartenders, they couldn't get waitresses. People were begging for help and they'd give 10, 15, 20% premiums. But even then, the inflation wiped out what they had. And then 6 million people finally at the end didn't go back to work because they had all these programs that were helping them. So when you hear Buddha Bug say the reason these ships are full of goods because of our programs, because we had this a terrifying recession, but we got out of that because we created all these jobs. They didn't create any jobs. What job did they create? Resulting in what higher income? Resulting in what increase in demand of goods? What a record amount of goods? Those goods are already on the ships. And remember, the demand diminished, especially when you have inflation. So just please don't believe this guy. Now, where do we stand now? Things are going to get worse. As I told you, when you hear about how well remember, the way they're keeping this economy going is to convince you to keep taking money out of your home by keeping interest rates low so you go refinance, what Baby Bush did. That kicks the can down the road. So now you're going to take your equity out of your hand and now you're going to be in debt. U.S. consumer debt's at historic levels already at $4.2 trillion. Credit cards at record levels. Everything's at a record debt level. So they're kicking the can down the road. And then the companies, when they look like they're doing good, say, look how good the company's doing. Boy, look what Kohl's is doing and Target's doing. Look what Walmart's doing. People are flush with cash. Well, first of all, they're not flush with cash they earned from dollars from working. They're flush with cash from refinancing or some social program. And the store's not doing great. It's not coming in with great earnings. their stock's going up because they're doing stock buybacks. So we have to find the area in which the money is going to and keep making money on these particular stocks. On these stocks. So please, this all this nonsense we're hearing about this demand. Give me a break. Disposable income is declining, and declining disposable income wipes out any demand. Remember, disposable income under Biden went from 17 trillion down to 15 trillion. That's a 2005 low. So we've been working. I've been telling our members, and Steve and I both been working and telling them, look, just stay in the stocks that have the most energy, where the big boys are going. And where is that? That's your big tech stocks. Now remember, big tech stocks should only be going up when yields are low. They're going up, some, not all, are going up when they shouldn't be going up because yields are too high. And when yields are high, banks are supposed to go up, but banks aren't going up, even with yields high. So tourists are coming in and buying all these tech stocks. So there's a handful of them. They're doing terrific, and we're in those. And you can be in too. And then the other thing is you want to be in the miners. You want to be in gold miners. And you want to be in stocks that are discretionary, consumer discretionary. And as long as if you're in a consumer discretionary, as long as you're in mining stocks, and as long as you're in certain big tech stocks, you're going to be just fine. And then we'll just keep making money until this thing blows up. And it's going to blow up. The same path we're on right now is the same path we're on in 2007. Exactly. Same thing going on. The last ditch effort, get everybody to take their money out of their house, keep interest rates down. Why do you think he didn't raise rates? You think he's a good guy? Powell's a good guy? He's a bad guy. He should have been raising rates years ago. Years ago. And somehow we've accepted that stimulus means things are good. Like I said yesterday, if your father was in the hospital on life support and you get a call from your sisters and your dad's on life support, would you say, oh, that's good? That's good. Let's buy some stock. I mean, let's buy a picnic basket. We're going to go out with him on Saturday. We'll take him to a picnic. He's on life support. Oh, come on. Get some dancing shoes. Get some dancing shoes for him. We go tap dance with him. Things are good. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So please, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. Free for 10 days. 877-600-GANG. Help yourself, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Okay, remember, money is going into specific areas of the market we call smart money. Consumer discretionary. Money is going into specific big tech stocks. Not all of them, specific ones. Now, money is also going into, and only will be going to as long as they keep rates low, into builder stocks. We're putting money into builder stocks. So between our builder stocks, our miners, that's the big one, our consumer discretionary, we're going to be doing just fine. That's enough. Big tech, consumer discretionary, some home builders, we're doing just fine. And we want you to join us so you'll do fine. Just try it for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. That's all. 10 days, it's free. And you can follow our portfolio of stocks. Stop listening to these people. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. Now, this Buddha bug, he's the biggest, and he is a bull, S-I-T-T-E-R, sitter. And he's dangerous. People are listening to him. He's going to be the next president of the United States on the Democrat side. Why do you think he's kissing up to Biden? Here he tells us how Biden successfully guided this economy out of the teeth of a terrifying recession through extraordinary number of newly created jobs, extraordinary high wages. What is he talking about? Wages are getting killed because of inflation. There's no new created jobs. Where's the extraordinary number of new jobs he created? He didn't create new jobs. People went back to their job. They were on hiatus. They didn't get fired. They were told to go home, sit at home until this virus is over with. Are you kidding? There's no demand for goods that he's talking about. These ships are full of goods because there's a big demand because everybody's making so much money, boy, they're ordering stuff. No. Remember, that's a lie. Manufacturing peaked in April. Production peaked in April. Employment peaked in April. And here's the big one. China production peaked in April. It's over. Now, you got to get ready so when this market does crash, you just switch your position. I always tell my members, we're never wrong. How could we be wrong? The people that are wrong constantly are people that don't know how to make money when the market's going down. So if I get into a stock today, I get into a home builder today, and I think it's going to go up 30%, and all of a sudden it goes up 10% and turns against me, I'm not wrong. Because when it turns against me, I'm going to switch my position and short it, make money on the way down. That's why 20% of the people make money in this market, only 20%, because that's what they do. But you can't talk people into that. Here's what all people want to hear is this, and my producer did not play with this at all. This is Kramer, and this is actually Kramer.
That's what we call my fire calls when we say the dynamic stock said about my someone's going to play this out. And then the lightning round is over. Are you ready? Ski dags on the lightning round clears.
Yeah, I know. He didn't fool with that. He's an idiot. So Christmas is coming, but there's not going to be a lot more presents under the tree, like Buddha says. How are you going to get them? We're not even going to be able to get them to shore. Not even going to be able to get them to shore. You know. If you own a little store in town here in Sarasota, you're ordering right now. It's even too late. You're ordering right now for Easter. For Easter. And it's late. Should have been ordered for Easter in September. It's how long it takes, cycles. So we haven't even hit this crisis yet. Our debt is rising 60% faster than our economy's growing. Consumers are spending 34% more than their wage income. But Buddha is telling you the big income they have. They don't have any income. That's what they're doing is taking the money out of their home. Buddha not going to tell you the truth. He wants to be the next president. He wants to tell you what you want to hear. Debt is rising 35% faster than wages. Our debt to our economic growth should be at 65 or 125. Our wages are getting cut. Buddha is a bullsitter. He's a bullsitter. S-I-T-T-E-R. He's a sitter. For him to say things are wonderful, that people are getting big wages, how are they getting big wages? Inflation cuts your wages. You go get your check Thursday or Friday, you got a cut. You got a cut of probably 13%. You say, well, no, my check's the same as it was last week. No, it isn't. The dollars inside that check are worth 13% less. When you go to buy something, you need more pieces of paper than the last time you went to buy that same item. I bought some popcorn the other day. I couldn't believe it. I opened up the bag. It was a quarter full. I said, I'm going to put that down. Every Friday, I do on my YouTube channel, my unfolding of the stock market crash, and I list all the things why. And it's free for everybody. All the things why we're getting closer to a crash. That's going to be one of them. When you know we went from a half a bag to a quarter bag, you know you're in trouble. You know you're in trouble. Do you know our mortgage debt stands at a whopping $15 trillion? That's historic. People aren't paying down their mortgages. They're adding to them, taking money out. Credit cards were getting under control, but now they're out of control again. People are spending because they think this is never going to end. See, because they look at the stock market, think the stock market's the economy. It's not. The stock market is linked financially engineered. Remember, the stock market is linked to financially engineering. The printing of money for this massive stimulus, this stock buybacks. And when people look at, boy, I'm in TJ Maxx. Look at boy, that company's doing great. I'm in Walmart. Boy, the company's doing great. And then you hear, well, the reason why they're in Dillard's, boy, they're doing great. Well, that's because people have a lot of cash. No, they don't. They're taking the money out of their home. So you got to know if you're in Dillard's or you're in Target or you're in Walmart, stay in it as they continue to go up. Don't get out. I wouldn't get out. Just make sure that you're in a position to know when the money is coming out, when the institutions are pulling the money out, so you can switch your position. So as the Dillard's starts going down or Target goes down, look at Walmart. What happened to Walmart going down? That you make money on the way down. That's all you got to do. We'll get you there. Honest to God, we'll get you there. It's not that hard. The hardest part is to get to you, to try to get inside your head, to shake you and say, wait a minute, why aren't you shorting? Well, Jim Cramer told me, yeah, Jim Cramer. Yeah, he's a genius. And what people don't get is this increase in money supply, the amount of money that they're printing every day. Do you know, from 2008 to now, they printed $51 trillion? And this idiot, Budabug, tell them how great things are. Because they created jobs. I tell you, he is kissing Biden's butt as often as he can because he knows he's going to get the nod to run for the second 4 years. They're going to kick out Harris and they're going to put him. I could care less about that. Here, all I care about is we can help St. Jude, but I can't help St. Jude unless you let Steve and I help you. Yeah, I mean, we'll reach out to you and help you if you're willing, and then you reach out and help the kids. All you got to do to get from the 80%, you lose money 80% of the time, but you won't admit it. You lose money 80% of the time. Go check it out. 80% of the time you lose money in the market. And then when you quit, you say, oh, the market's no good. What do you mean the market's no good? You're not trading. You're not investing correctly. If the stock's going down, make money on the way down. We'll get you there. 877-600-GANG. Join the gang. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.